My name is Michael Allison. Today's date is January 27th, 2017, and my password is orange. Hi, my name is Michael Allison, and I'd like to take a few minutes today to tell you about my truck. So to most people, a vehicle is just that. It's a means of transportation that gets them between point A and point B, home, work, school, wherever they may need to go. But to me, my truck holds so much significant sentimental value to me that I chose to describe it to you in my artifact speech. So today I'm going to tell you about my truck, what it is, why it's so important to me, and a few of the things I'd like to do to it in the future. So you know I'm going to talk about my truck, but you don't even know what it is yet. So let's start with the basics. This is a 2004 F250 with a 6-liter diesel engine in it, 125,000 miles. And obviously from the picture, it's lifted. I do have a lift kit on the truck, and it's sitting on 37-inch tires right now. So you know what it is. I've told you about the truck, but I haven't told you anything about why it's important to me. So let's start with the first reason, and well, that's my wife got it for me. She got this truck for me because I was driving older vehicles that I was always having to get underneath and fix. So she wanted to get me something reliable. But we all know plans sometimes differ from reality, which unfortunately in this truck's case was case in point. And in fact, it was so bad when I first bought this truck, I had such bad issues with it that I had to take it to my dad's shop in Kansas, where him and I pulled the engine on it, made major repairs, and reinstalled the engine. This was the only project of its type that my dad and I have ever done together, which had a lot of bonding experiences in it and made the product of that project, my truck, very important to me. And because of that, I'm going to keep my truck. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well make some modifications to it. So one of the things I'd like to do to it is I'd like to remove that front bumper and put a road armor bumper on there. Not only because of the way it looks, but also because I know that a road armor bumper is a lot tougher than the stock bumper on these trucks, and it'll serve me well off-roading this truck like I plan on doing. Another thing I'd like to do is I'd like to switch out the stock exhaust for a 4-inch exhaust system. Doing that will lower my EGTs, or exhaust gas temperature, and that is important because in engine management terms, that'll increase the productivity of power and efficiency in this truck. The last thing I'd like to do, but isn't really a requirement for me, is I'd like to add a headache rack right behind the cab. I can admit I don't really need a headache rack, but I think it would look great on this truck and would just be a nice addition. So even if I don't make those modifications, like I said, I'm still planning on keeping this truck just because of how important it is to me. So today I told you a little about my truck. It's a Ford F250. Told you that it's important to me because my dad and I had the opportunity to spend time together rebuilding the engine and making some modifications to it at the same time. And I also told you about the future plans for this truck, what I'd like to do to it, that bumper, the exhaust system, the headache rack. And I hope you enjoyed hearing about my truck. I look forward to hearing your responses in return. Have a good evening.